What is up, my pretties? It's the Queen of Lions here, and today I am back with another episode of Shadows and Pretties, and this is episode 134. Now, today in this episode, I'm going to do a Christmas movie, a Sesame Street Christmas movie. It is an American Sesame Street Christmas special that was first broadcast on PBS on Sunday, December 3rd, 1978, and that is Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. Now, most of you guys probably remember watching this movie as a kid. Like, probably you guys are most likely maybe seen it on either VHS or DVD. Maybe you probably have seen it on TV. Like, I guess it depends on wherever you guys, decide to, you know, whatever you guys have seen this movie from. Now, this Christmas special was released on VHS in 1987 and 1996, and it was soon released on DVD in 2002 and 2008. So, yeah, with that being the case, and with that being said, I guess let's get started on, well, talking about this movie, I guess. And I'm most likely gonna do, basically, not really wrap things up, but I would basically sit there and, go through some stuff, explain what the movie is about in case if you guys are all wondering about this movie and what it's about. And even some of you guys who haven't seen the movie in like years, so would need a refresher. But I just want to warn you, for anyone who has not seen this movie, that I'm going to be spoiling everything about this movie. And if you don't want to hear any spoilers, I recommend you click off this video, go watch another of my videos. So, anyways, the story starts off with the live action versions of the Muppets enjoying an ice skating party as, they go on. After the ice skating party, the characters head home on to Sesame Street while the song performing True Blue Miracle is playing in the background. So in the main story, Oscar the Grouch plans to see seeds of doubt in Big Bird's mind, whatever Santa Claus can actually fit down chimneys to deliver presents, and Big Bird enlists of help from Kermit and Grover to interview the children on how he manages it. Their responses were varied. So Big Bird attempts to reenactment with Snuffy, but is unsuccessful. So Big Bird spends the night outside on the cold roof, waiting for Santa to appear in person. After the residents of Sesame Street realize he has gone missing, Maria confronts Oscar for upsetting Big Bird, and Oscar then agrees to help search for him. Meanwhile, in the variation of 1905 O. Henry story, The Gift of Maggie, Bert and Ernie want to give each other, Christmas presents, but they have no money. And I mean, that I can understand how people, how they feel about not having any money to spend on Christmas gifts for their loved ones. I mean, yeah. I mean, people struggle for money, like, yeah. I'm sure we all know how they feel. So Bert trades his prized paperclip collection to buy a pink soap for Ernie's rubber ducky, but Ernie has bartered rubber ducky to get Bert an empty cigar box for his paper clips. So Mr. Hooper, the store owner, realizes what is happening and gives them their treasure possessions back as Christmas presents. Also, Cookie Monster attempts to get in touch with Santa Claus to bring him cookies for Christmas. In confusion, he ends up violently eating his pencil to write a letter, his typewriter, and a telephone he used to call the North Pole. So, meanwhile, at Gordon and Susan Robinson's apartment, he laments to Gordon that he was unable to contact Santa, and Gordon suggests leaving cookies for Santa, leaving Cookie Monster perplexed. So at the end, Big Bird eventually walks down from the roof to warm up. Much to the relief of his friends, Big Bird realized that Santa had already come and gone and sees the presents under the tree, due to him falling asleep on the roof, and Santa's shadow looms over him while he sleeps. He regrets not learning how Santa can go down chimneys, but then he comes to realize that being together with family and friends is more important. Oscar true to form, starts needing Big Bird about the Easter Bunny, not only to be rebuked by Gordon and Susan, as Big Bird begins to fret about the holidays all over again. The special concludes with Susan and Gordon returning to their apartment to find out the Cookie Monster has eaten all the needles off of their Christmas tree, and thus the movie ends there. What a great Christmas special of Sesame Street. I'm not gonna lie right there. It's actually a really well made Christmas special. Like when I saw this movie as a kid, I honestly really fell in love with it. Like it has a really good concept of this, and this was filmed during, the earlier days when Sesame Street started getting popular. I mean, Sesame Street started in 1969, and they basically, got popular after they started introducing the Sesame Street characters. They started getting popular, and they're like over 50 years old as of today, and the show is still running nowadays. But I'm going to be 100% honest, the newer Sesame Street episodes, in my personal opinion, they're not really as good as the older ones. Like, I'm going to be definitely completely and utterly honest. So, yeah. I mean, that's just me though, but you guys might have your own opinions regarding that. So, now I like the fact that, we got, the people playing the Muppets such as Carol Spinney, Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Jerry Nelson, Richard Hunt, and we do have, the original people for, the characters, the cast of Sesame Street, such as Maria, we have Gordon, we have Bob, we have like all the Sesame Street people, which I mean, that's pretty amazing to be honest. And we do have the producer along with the written scripts and all that. It's pretty amazing for what it is. The songs are really good. I mean, I do really like how this all went out. So, yeah. A variety of songs helped keep with these plot lines of the production, like Feliz Navidad, which was in that scene where Big Bird skates with one of the children. Blue True Miracle, Keep Christmas with You Throughout the Year. I Hate Christmas, which that one was sung by Oscar. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and even been the reprise of Keep Christmas with You. So, I mean, the songs of this are pretty good. I'm not gonna deny that one bit. Like, I liked the songs of Sesame Street when I was a kid. I mean, Sesame Street has done other Christmas specials, but this one's actually one of my favorites out of the ones I've seen. Like, I've seen this as a kid on VHS, and I'm sure most of you guys who grew up with VHSs, such as I did, although I was like an early 2000s kid, I actually really enjoy this little special. It's a good Christmas special. It's worth watching if you guys want to watch a Christmas movie. I highly recommend watching this one. And if you have kids of your own, then I recommend you guys show this to your kids, because your kids will enjoy this, especially for those who love Sesame Street. Now, there are a few changes that happened in the movie that, that it changed over the years. So I guys kind of want to maybe explain about that, and I'll go with, my final thoughts on it, and yeah, just to basically, clarify. Now, to put this as bluntly as possible, and possibly as I can, there is various re-airings on PBS Kids in the late 80s, and on the version on HBO Max, the closing scene with Susan and Gordon finding Cookie Monster ate most of the Christmas tree was cut, likely due to the combination of PBS credits at the end of the original and Cookie's excuse for excessive of bleaching. On the video re-releases in the mid-90s, the 1978 Children's Television Workshop logo with Christmas music was cut, and then the 1996 VHS is replaced with the 1980 free logo, and DVD releases of the special start without any logos whatsoever. However, in sometime in December of last year, so we're going back to last year, folks, the special was re-released on HBO Max streaming service, but Jose Ferrero's recording of Feliz Navidad was removed, presumably due to copyright issues, while the instrumental one can be played beforehand and remains. So when Big Bird and Patty check on Oscar during his ice skating accident, Oscar's original line was, "Sure, I've been thrown out of many places than that." It was later redubbed in post-production says, "Let's go back and do it again," because I think Jon Stone considered the original joke to be too adult-focused. I mean, think of it as that way. Like, if you hear, "Sure, I've been thrown out of better places than that," think of it as something NSFW in a sense. Yeah. I mean, that I could understand why they did that, but at the same time, it didn't really make any sense. But I didn't even know what that meant as a kid. But if I'm putting it in an NSFW way, I can honestly see why they cut it. I mean, I'm not against anybody who made this and cut this, line off of the other airing, but they did. So, yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, and I'm gonna be as honest as I can see this, it's a great Christmas special. It's a beautiful, well-made Christmas special. So, and I recommend you guys check out this movie. There is a full movie of it on YouTube. You guys can look it on YouTube. I mean, you guys can always watch it on YouTube. It's really good. And I do recommend you guys take a look at it. It's really amazing for the holidays, and it gets festive. Like, I loved getting festive at this time of the year. I mean, the cast of the characters were good. The concept of, all the characters were well made. I mean, there's a book based on this, and I mean, I don't think I've read the book. Maybe I did as a kid, but I honestly don't remember. Now, when it comes to Christmas Eve on Sesame Street, it was released by Random House Video in 1987, and Sony Wonder eventually released it on VHS in 1995 and 2002 on DVD. Now, it was released by Sony Wonder in a couple of DVDs, and even other companies that distribute that in over the years. Now, there is international releases, such as they've released it in Australia, they've released it in Australia, they've released it in Germany, United Kingdom, and other countries. They have released this, and I mean, it's pretty neat how they released this on, different countries as well, so they can have a chance to see it. So, yeah. With that being the case, of that being said, I like this special a lot, and I recommend you guys go check it out if you haven't. And yeah, there's videos of this special on YouTube, and I recommend you guys go check it out on YouTube if you haven't. You will not be disappointed once you see it. So anyways, with that being the case, so with that being said, I'm going to sit here and say this now. Like I'm going to say, this is simply my own personal opinion on this movie. If you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions. If you like this movie, that's perfectly fine. If you don't like this movie, I respect your opinion too. As long as you're not going to do any opinion bashing, then yeah, I will respect your opinion regardless. So, with that being the case, what do you guys think about this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this movie a lot better. Feel free to leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I'll make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, I'll see you all in the next Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. And as always, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I kind of burped a little bit. But as always, I am going to be seeing you in the next upload. Peace out, everyone. And as always, I'll see you all next time.